Hey guys, welcome in this new video. I hope that all of you are doing great. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys what it feels like and my state of mind making 32% growth of my trading account in less than 24 hours. So that's pretty crazy. And I just want to record myself making this video for you guys and for myself as well, just as a reminder. I like to share my journey with all of you guys, so I think that this can be interesting. So not too long ago, I made a video that is a bit similar, where I was talking about being up 400%. Now this 400%, I had made the precision in the video, but that was on a smaller secondary account. The main account was a 50%. And between this 50%, there were many trades, okay, but I never count the profit that is open on the market. It's not really something that I consider too much. What matters is the profit that you close. And so this week I was able to close my two biggest trade ever for a total of 32%. And then I also have, other trades that are still open on the market, which are also making a lot of money with a lot of that profit already secured as well. But nonetheless, all of this to say that I just saw, my account jump from one place to another. So 32% difference, literally in less than 24 hours. And I've never experienced that before. Now, if you guys know a bit about myself, or I can remind all of you guys just for fun, right? I've been trading for almost 6 years. I started with a very small account. I've grown these accounts by thousands of percent. So it's not something that is really new to me. It's not something that I'm not used to, but making 32% in less than 24 hours, so in a such small amount of time, is actually something quite big even for myself. And so I just wanted to discuss this with you guys. I think it's actually worth doing a video. So I'll post the two trade screenshots right there just so you guys can see the trades that led me to this position. So the first market was the sugar trade. I've been in this trade for almost a year. I got 4 positions, everything closed at the same time. And then the second one was the soybean trade, which I took live in front of all of you guys in another video that I did last summer. So these were the two biggest trades. And then, as I said, I have other trades running on the market, such as on corn, on copper, and on some forex pairs, on some equities as well. But overall, the account is running incredible. It's just really good trading times, let's put it that way. And over the years as well, right, as I explained earlier in the video, I started with a smaller account. So over the time I grew this account. So now making 32% on the size of the account that I have, it represents much more money than what it did before. And so that in itself has to be taken in consideration when it comes to your mindset, simply because you don't want to let this money aspect impact you. And I think it's really important to understand that, and that's why I'm making this video, just to share with you guys what I'm going through. At the end of the day, this YouTube channel for me is almost kind of a personal journal, right? It's a diary where I just like to share with you guys my journey and post that publicly online. But at the end of the day, it's really just me sharing with you guys my trading experience. And so in this kind of situation, what I've found to be the most important is simply to remember that every trade in itself is quite irrelevant, right? So the only thing that matters is the long-term growth. So you should never really be focused on just one position, and that's why I focus on building a portfolio of position, so I don't have everything in one trade. And so even if these trades end up to make a lot of money, the goal is always just to look at the trading account in itself and follow the process, right? You need to trust your system, and you need to always treat every single trade as an individual position. And this position has to not be impacted by the other trades that you closed before. So whether that you just close, you know, a winning trade or a losing trade or whatever, or multiple winning trades, right, or multiple losing trades, this should not impact at all the next trade. And everyone knows this, right? It's quite basic, it's quite simple, but when you get in a situation like the one that I'm in right now, it can become more difficult to apply this, because all of a sudden you have much more money in your trading account. And so when that happens, a lot of people will start to be a bit more greedy and things like that. So part of the reason why I'm also recording this video is really just to even tell to myself to not be greedy, right? To stay patient, to stay calm, and just to go with the flow, right? And just let this go through. So that's why I'm saying that it's almost just a video for myself. I will post this publicly for you guys, just for maybe inspiration or something like that. But it's really about that, you know, it's really just about following the process, trusting the system, and, you know, just not caring so much about the results. Even if I post about them, even if I talk about them, it's more for kind of educational purposes, and I would even say entertainment at the end of the day, right? It's just fun to look at that, but it's not something that you should really attach yourself to or have any kind of emotions related to these things. So when it comes to that, I mean, you know, the most important thing is really just to stay calm under this pressure. Either that the pressure is positive or negative, that doesn't matter. Just staying calm, staying rational, and always making sure that the next decision is actually a good decision, that it will be a good trade with good probabilities. A good trade is not necessarily one that makes money, it's just one that respects all your rules. And so that is what you need to focus on, right? And that's really the main question that I ask myself all the time. And I believe that this is one of the main reasons why I've been so consistent over the years. Every time that I take a trade, the only thing I'm focused on is, am I taking this trade with high probability? Do I have a good chance of making money, right? Is this a good trade? Like, you know, it doesn't matter if it wins or lose. Is it a good trade? Is it a trade that if I take over and over again, will I make money on the long term, right? Those are the type of questions that I ask myself. And so as you guys can see, these questions are completely independent of past results, and that's really where you want to be. And that's the reason why I've been able to make these kind of returns. So yeah, so pretty crazy time, I would say, since even last year, right? So since the COVID pandemic, we saw a increase of liquidity and volatility on markets. This provide opportunities for us traders, especially if you're good, right? You can profit a lot more from these opportunities. And that's what happened for me. So really since the last year, everything has been moving quite fast. I've made quite a lot of money, and my account is just growing more and more as time goes by. And you know, I'm not saying this to sound interesting or to sound cool, whatever, but again, it's really just to share with you guys this journey and to inspire you as well. So if you're good, I mean, you can, like, there is no limit to trading, and that's just the beauty of the game, right? Like, it's so crazy to me, you know, how people underestimate, you know, the power of all of this, because there's really no limit to what you can make, right? There's so much money in markets that you can make as much as you want. You just need the skill and the experience to do this. But you can learn all of that by just doing it yourself and just studying the markets and putting in the efforts, right? But think about it, you can get all of this by sitting on your chair in your home, for example, right? So it's such a easy way, right? And understand what I mean by easy way. It's not easy, not everyone will succeed, very few people will succeed, but at the same time, what I mean is that it's quite available. And if you really want it, I believe that anyone can get this, and that's why I created the course, you know. Everyone is welcome in the course, everyone can take it, because I believe that everyone can become a good trader if they actually want it, if they actually put in the work, and if they actually study the right things. So hey guys, I'm going a bit in all over the place, as I said, but you know, this video has no real purpose, only beside the point that I wanted to share this with you guys, but also just record this for myself as a reminder of staying calm, staying patient, just trusting the system, following the process, right? This whole journey in itself is one big process. So following the process will get you somewhere. That's the point, right? 5 years ago, you know, I started trading with $200. And then I grew this, you know, to a couple of thousand, tens of thousand, and even more, and so on and so forth, right? And so nowadays, you know, $200 seems absolutely nothing to me. You know, it's crazy how small that sounds when it comes to the size of an account or even the size of a profit. You know, like it's just completely meaningless. But before that, 5 years ago, it was everything I had. And so this just goes to show you guys the power of compound interest, right? So over time, as you grow your account, as you become good, you can get to pretty big numbers, and you don't need necessarily to have a massive account to start with. Even if you have a small capital, it is possible with good returns on the account, maybe even putting more money over time in it to get to really big numbers and to achieve great things with trading. But as I said, you just really need to want it, and you really just need to put in the work. There's no really secret, right? There's nothing really more than that to say. You know, just think about all the hours, you know, that I've put in, right? It's been 6 years, and I've done this extremely consistently over time, and I've really dedicated a huge part of my life to trading, right? And this is the reason why I've been getting these results now, and why I will keep getting these results in the future. So anyway, I could talk like this forever. As I said, this video really is just for me in the first place, but let's just post this on YouTube. Maybe that you guys will enjoy that. I do a lot of these videos, by the way, for myself. I don't post all of them. I just like to record myself to hear me talk and also say out loud everything that I have in my mind. It's just easier, you know, to go through this process and remain calm when you try to explain it to somebody else. So it's an exercise that I do quite often. As I said, most of the time I don't really post these videos. I don't really feel as if I should only post that, because it might get a bit boring. But once in a while, when something really big happens like that, why not, right? So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, well, you can leave a like. And yeah, on that, take care, trade with care, manage your money well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.